We are being told a lie that has stood for 4,500 years. Mainstream history wants you to believe that the Great Pyramid of Giza, a structure so precise it aligns to true north better than modern observatories, was built by people who had just figured out the wheel. They want you to believe that 2.3 million blocks of stone, some weighing as much as a fully loaded Boeing 737, were dragged hundreds of miles across the desert using nothing but hemp ropes and wet sand. But the math doesn't add up, the physics doesn't work, and the tool marks left on the stone tell a story that terrifies archaeologists. Today we are putting the official narrative on trial. We are looking at the impossible engineering, the cosmic mathematics, and the undeniable evidence that the ancient Egyptians didn't build this alone. Did they have help from the stars? Let's look at the proof. Let's start with the logistics. Egyptologists claim the Great Pyramid was built in 20 years during the reign of Pharaoh Khufu. If you do the math, working 12 hours a day, 365 days a year, that requires quarrying, transporting, shaping, and placing one massive stone block every 2.5 minutes. Every 2.5 minutes. For 2 decades straight. No breaks, no mistakes. Does that sound like a Bronze Age civilization? Even today, with modern hydraulics and cranes, moving an 80-ton granite slab requires weeks of planning. The Egyptians supposedly did it while wearing sandals. Skeptics point to the Diary of Mera, a papyrus logbook discovered in 2013 that details the transport of limestone blocks by boat. It is often cited as the smoking gun that proves humans did it all. But that is a convenient half-truth. Mera's diary explains the transport of the smaller, dazzling white casing stones. It does not explain the monsters in the king's chamber. We are talking about red granite beams weighing up to 80 tons, quarried in Aswan, 500 miles away. But the biggest problem isn't moving the stone, it's cutting it. The ancient Egyptians had tools made of copper. On the Mohs scale of hardness, copper is a 3, granite is a 7. You cannot cut granite with copper, it is physically impossible. It's like trying to cut a steak with a banana. Mainstream science says they used sand as an abrasive rubbing for untold hours. Yet the famous Egyptologist Sir William Flinders Petrie found granite drill cores at Giza that defy this explanation. These cores show spiral grooves that indicate the drill sunk into the rock at an astonishing speed. Engineer and researcher Christopher Dunn has spent decades analyzing these artifacts. In his book, The Giza Power Plant, Dunn highlights the feed rate, the speed at which the drill penetrates the stone. He calculated that the ancient drills cut into the granite at a rate of 1/10 of an inch per revolution. Modern diamond-tipped drills can barely match that. Dunn argues this feed rate is evidence of ultrasonic machining, tools that vibrate at thousands of cycles per second to disintegrate the stone. And then there are the boxes at the Serapeum of Saqqara. 100-ton granite boxes with internal corners so sharp and surfaces so flat, they are within 2/10,000ths of an inch of perfection. That is the precision of a modern optical lens manufacturer. Are these the marks of tedious hand-rubbing? Or are they the signatures of advanced power tools? Tools that shouldn't have existed for another 4,000 years. If the tools don't convince you, the math will. The Great Pyramid isn't just a tomb, it's a geological computer. If you take the perimeter of the pyramid's base and divide it by twice its height, you get 3.14159 pi. We are told the Greeks discovered pi centuries later, yet here it is, built into stone with absolute accuracy. Then there is the alignment. The Great Pyramid is aligned to true north with an accuracy of 3/60ths of a degree. That is more precise than the Meridian building at the Greenwich Observatory in London. How did they achieve this without a compass? Author Robert Bauval proposed the Orion correlation theory. He noticed that the 3 pyramids of Giza perfectly mirror the alignment of the 3 stars in Orion's belt. But not as they look today. The alignment matches the sky exactly as it appeared in 10,500 BC, thousands of years before the pyramids were supposedly built. This matches the geological evidence found by Dr. Robert Schoch on the Sphinx, which shows water erosion suggesting it stood during an era of heavy rainfall, a climate that Egypt hasn't seen since the end of the last ice age. Is this structure a deliberate time capsule, displaying knowledge of cosmic geography that an emerging agricultural society simply could not have possessed? When you strip away the impossible timelines and the inadequate tools, you're left with a void, and into that void steps the extraterrestrial hypothesis. Consider the cargo cult theory. Perhaps we weren't enslaved by aliens, but taught by them. The teachers, advanced visitors who jump-started human civilization, providing the blueprints, the math, and the high-tech tooling. The Egyptians provided the manpower, acting under the guidance of these sky gods. Or perhaps the purpose was different entirely. Nikola Tesla believed the Earth was a conductor of acoustical energy. Christopher Dunn suggests the Great Pyramid was actually a power plant, a machine designed to harness the vibrations of the Earth to generate energy, which might explain the traces of hydrochloric acid and zinc found in the shafts. And how did they move the stones? Myths from around the world speak of sound being used to levitate heavy objects. Did visitors possess technology that could neutralize gravity? If you can make an 80-ton block weigh as much as a feather, the impossible becomes easy. Mainstream history asks us to believe in miracles of human endurance that defy physics. The alien hypothesis asks us to simply accept that we might not be the apex intelligence in the universe, which is truly harder to believe. The evidence is etched in stone. The mathematics are undeniable. What do you think? Was it just ropes and ramps, or did we have help from the stars? Let me know your theory in the comments below. If you want to keep questioning the official narrative, hit that like button and subscribe. Until next time, keep looking up.